Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Tuesday, August the 5th, 2025. Let's see how y'all like that. I'm always offending somebody, so I'm sorry. Did I offend you? Not sorry. Today is Tuesday, August the 5th, 2025. Back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Hold on. So I was reading a comment and I responded to it, and I decided it was an interesting question. So I wanted to do a whole entire video on that one question. And the question was, have I heard about these new, they're not new, but they've been, the people that want to divide us, keep us divided, right? They're throwing it out there that we still have sundown towns in America. There's been new information coming out that we still have sundown towns in America. And I was asked, have I heard about the sundown towns that still exist? And what do I think about it? And for those who don't know what a sundown town is, throughout our history in America, we have a racial, we've had race issues in America. White against black, what have you. Racism, discrimination, bigotry, whatever you want to call it. You know our history. That's nothing new. So back in the day, supposedly, which was true, we had towns that would, some of them would have signs up saying that they were mostly all white, they was all white towns. Or small cities, or towns, or what have you, all white. And they would have signs up when you enter the city, in some of them, that would say, this is a sundown town. Black people need to be out of here before the sun go down. It's not safe for you. In other words, if you were black and you were caught after the sun went down in this town, you probably gonna come up missing. The white people that you weren't welcome. So they call it a sundown town. You need to be out of here by sundown, black folks. That's what that means for those who don't know what a sundown town is. And that is true. That's true of America. That's part of American history. That really did happen. And the commenter was basically saying that we still have this going on right now in America. Well, there's towns that's still predominantly white, to where it's supposedly not safe for black people to be in there when the sun go down, here in 2025. See, it was a well-known thing back in the 30s, the 20s, or what have you, way back, Jim Crow and segregation and all that. It was well known, especially amongst the black community. We knew where they were. That's a sundown town. Don't have your ass in there after the sun go down, Big Ward. You know how they do. So it's being brought to my attention that I need to be on the lookout for that now, being black. Be on the lookout for the sundown town. A town full of white people. That I shouldn't be there after dark, or I'm in danger because I'm black. What do I think about that? Well, get ready. That's somebody about to be offended. My people. What do I think about a sundown town? Oh yeah, they still exist. There's plenty of them. Plenty of them. Plenty. I'm talking about in the United States, there are thousands of sundown towns in the United States that ain't safe for black people to be in. especially a black man. There's thousands of them, ladies and gentlemen. As a matter of fact, I live around a few of them right now in my hometown. I've actually been a victim in a couple of these sundown towns. And the fact of the matter is, they're so bad now, to where not only is a black man not safe when the sun go down in these towns, he's not safe when the sun is up. In these towns, it's just gotten so bad for a black man to where his life is in danger when the sun go down and when the sun come up. A black man's life is in danger in these towns both day and night. 24 hours a day, a black man is not safe in these towns. Where they at, Big Ward? Where these white folks at? So we can go in there and show them what time it is. Where these white folks at you talking about, Big Ward? So we can go in there and clown. So we can go in there and show them we ain't nothing to play with. We gonna go get Al Sharpton, Jamal Bryant. We gonna wheel Jesse Jackson in there in his wheelchair. And we gonna go in there and show these white folks we ain't having no sundown towns in America in 2025. Not so fast, my friend. I didn't say it was white folks. I didn't say these sundown towns and these sun-up towns were white folks. As a matter of fact, the most dangerous sundown towns and sun-up towns for black men in America right now, I'm going to name a few of them. And it ain't who you think. It ain't Billy Bob. It ain't Joe Nathan. It ain't Bubba. It's Pookie, Tyrone, Ray Ray, JoJo, Lil Nook Nook. Let me name off a few of these sundown towns. And now it's so dangerous, they sun-up towns to where black men, especially, our lives are in danger in these so-called sundown towns 24 hours a day. As a matter of fact, I've been shot in a sundown town. I've been stabbed twice in a sundown town. And never was it somebody white. Princeton, Alabama is a sundown town. Whistler, Alabama. Birmingham, Alabama. Montgomery, Alabama. Maysville, Alabama. Mobile, Alabama. Memphis, Tennessee. Little Rock, Arkansas. Compton, California. Los Angeles, California. St. Louis, Missouri. Just to name a few. All throughout Atlanta, Georgia. Sundown town where it's not safe for black men to be. But the threat is not from white folks. The sundown towns I'm afraid of are full of my own people. People that look like me. That's my greatest threat right now. Shot, stabbed twice. Many fights, many confrontations. Shot once, shot at a lot. Never by white folks. Well, maybe Big Ward, you don't be around me. No, I'm in the South. I grew up around white people, went to school with white people, I work with white people, I'm around white people everywhere I go. I ain't never had no issue with no white folks. And believe it or not, I was once a guy that didn't like white people. I didn't trust them. I was taught not to trust them. I'm just getting to where I am right now in life, to where I judge each person on the content of their character, not the color of their skin. I was once a black man that believed all white people were evil and racist until I learned better. So I didn't come up kissing ass, as some of y'all would say. You love white folks and that you want a pat on the head. I grew up militant, pro-black. Didn't like no white folk. I thought all of them was racist. That's my story growing up. And despite all that, I still never had no problem with no white folks. Been around them all my life. Never been shot at. I never had a fight with a white guy. Never got jumped on by a white guy. Never got shot at by a white guy. Never got stabbed by a white guy. Never, no issues whatsoever. And I've been around white people all my life. I'm talking about some of the most racist looking white people you can think of. I say looking. I don't know them personally to know if they're racist, but if you think what a racist would look like, I done been around something that look like stomped down Klansmen. And I ain't never had no issues with them. No conflict, no confrontation, nothing. I done had thousands run in with the police. Skinhead looking police. No problem. I done been a little backwood driving these trucks, been in some little backwood, and you got some truck drivers coming up missing now. And people will assume we're probably white folks kidnapping them. We don't know if it's black folks. Since we don't know where they are, there's a lot of black truck drivers coming up missing. And we're assuming in the black community that it's white people doing it to them, but we don't know who's doing it. We can't put it past that it's our own kind that's doing something to these other black trucks. We can't put that past as a possibility now. Don't just assume it's some white folks, because we don't know who it is right now. It could be white people snatching these truck drivers up. They missing. In case y'all didn't know, that's been a few black truck drivers that's come up missing. So in my community, they're assuming it's white folks, Klansmen or something, kidnapping these black folks. And there's been times where we thought that, and come to find out it was some black kids that robbed the truck driver and unalived them. And they were black. We thought it was some white racist folks. When we found out what happened, he got robbed, took off somewhere and dumped on the side of the road, and when they found out who it was, they were black. Everybody running around thinking it was white folks and did something. So be careful about that, black people, with these truck drivers that are coming up missing, assuming that it's white folk doing it. When our track record and our history over the last 30, 40 years have shown, we do each other worse than any other race of people do us. So in a sundown town that I'm concerned about, Pritchard, Alabama. I don't want to be in there when the sun go down, and got to be careful when the sun up. Pritchard, Alabama. I don't want to be in Pritchard when the sun go down. And I really don't want to be in there if I ain't got to when the sun up. And I done lived there. I know. I done ran these streets. I done been out here with the gangsters. So I know them when I see them. I know what they're capable of. I ain't worried about no white boys with no Confederate flag on their truck. I promise you I ain't worried about them. I'll watch them, but I ain't worried about them. My history, my track record, has taught me who I need to watch out for. And it's sad to say, but it's still true, nonetheless. So black people, if you want to look out for a sundown town, I just gave you a few of them. See, I don't know about Bucktussa, Alabama up there, where they out there with the big flag, Confederate flag flying off in the woods. 9 times out of 10, I ain't going there no way. Them so-called white, redneck, sundown towns, I ain't never seen one. I don't know where they are. That's the least of my worries. 9 times out of 10, most black people would never end up in one of those so-called white sundown towns, unless you live around one. The chances of you traveling to one of the black person are slim to none. Because they somewhere off in some little rural, country up and out, sundown town, the white ones. But the black ones, they everywhere. I guarantee you, it's way more black sundown towns than there are white ones. In other words, there are way more towns and cities where black people are more in danger from other black people. Sundown towns you need to watch out for at my home. Pritchard, Mayville, down the bay, Whistler, on further up north Alabama, Montgomery, Birmingham. They letting them loose up there, black folks on other black folks. Yes, there are some towns in America where black people are not safe at night. And they so bad now again, we ain't safe in the daytime there either. As a black man, we're not safe at night when the sun go down, and we ain't safe in the day when the sun come up. In these sundown and sun-up towns in America right now in 2025, there are many of towns and cities and states where black people are not safe. Our lives are in danger. But you know I had to put a twist to it. The threat is coming from other black people. Pritchard, Alabama is a sundown town. Memphis, Tennessee, sundown town. Black people are not safe there. You got to watch your back. Your life is in danger as a black man in Memphis, Tennessee. Your life is in danger as a black man, but it ain't coming from who you thought it would. It ain't white folks. I'm not saying your life ain't in danger around Billy Bob and them when they out there in the woods feeling some type of way they don't like black folks. I'm not saying we're not in danger from them either. I'm saying we stand a better chance of being harmed by our own than from Billy Bob. If y'all don't see that by now, I don't know what to tell you. So that's my thoughts on sundown town. Black people, be careful. Beware of the sundown towns that are ran by our own people. Black people are your biggest threat right now if you black. Your life is in danger around other black people more than any other group of people. You can call me a sellout, Uncle Tom, whatever you want to call me. If your ass black and you want to survive, you better take heed to what I'm saying. You got to be extremely careful around your own goddamn people. So that's the only sundown town I'm focused on right now. Where I am is Pritchard, Alabama, Mobile, Alabama, down the bay. To name a few towns in my own city where I'm not safe from my own people. Get it, got it good. Bye.